Alabama has 67 counties. Here's a map of all 67 Alabama counties, and all of the pins on this map, they represent a spot where a child has been served by Iron City Trykes. You've got Baldwin County and Houston County down to the south. You've got Montgomery County, Elmore County, Dallas County, of course a lot in the Birmingham Metro, and look in the Tennessee Valley. Fort Payne, DeKalb County, you've got Madison County, you've got Colbert, you've got Lauderdale and Franklin County. So this is a true statewide ministry.
Keep going, a little bit more.
Funding for this program comes from the Caring Foundation by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, with additional support from the Robert R. Meyer Foundation and Hoare Construction.
They're not the rich and famous. Their profit comes not from the thing they sell, but the good they do. Our nation has more than 1.5 million nonprofits that employ 1 out of 10 Americans, providing services that otherwise go unfulfilled, keeping our community connected when all else fails. But nonprofits often lack the tools to properly promote themselves, to inspire more donors and volunteers and clients to their cause. That's where I come in. I've been in the nonprofit world for nearly 20 years. I connect nonprofits with marketing professionals who donate their time and expertise so that, at the end of the day, these life-giving organizations can do more, do better, by creating more, that's right, buzz.
I wasn't sure what to expect when my brother-in-law, David Malone, invited me to a charity golf tournament atop the roof of Kinetic Communications in downtown Birmingham. David was the MC of this event, which was a fundraiser for a nonprofit called Birmingham AMBUCS, which was once led by David's old high school track coach, Greg Eccles. Now, Greg shared that the organization had recently rebranded into Iron City Trykes and was dedicated to inspiring mobility and independence for special needs children and veterans by providing them with therapeutic tricycles. This was moving enough, but then Greg said,
Probably one of our biggest struggles is marketing. You know, whether it's on Facebook or a webpage or Instagram, it's just something people don't know about.
And that's when I knew this was a nonprofit worthy of buzz.
Well, when I was asked to do this 9.5 years ago, again, that's not really what I had in mind. I don't know what I wanted to do, but this wasn't it. I'm not very mechanical. I hate raising money, and I hate computers. So what do? I raise money, build bikes, and I'm on the computer. I'm like, God, that has a sense of humor to put me everything I don't like, and here I am. But the reality, my oldest son, when he was 4, lost his leg in a lawnmower accident. He's an above-knee amputee. So he never rode a bike. I'd never heard of AMBUCS. I had no idea. Had I known, he'd have had one of these, but he didn't. So my son missed out on part of a childhood of not riding a bike. So that was what, as I thought about it and prayed about it, that's what really hit me, is I can give other kids opportunities to do something my son didn't get to do. So that was a big part of how I got here.
Children with autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, spina bifida, amputations, as well as adults and veterans suffering a disability, have all been served by Iron City Trykes, which custom adapts each trike by hand and heart.
So we find ways to adapt the bike for whatever they need. Last year we did 108 bikes. They average about $1,000 a piece, so you get where it's getting a little tougher to do.
Tougher to do, but vitally important for families who already struggle with paying for the exorbitant medical bills and adaptive equipment needed for their special needs children.
The adaptive equipment that's out there, and that's everything from wheelchairs to walkers, gait trainers, but even the recreational adaptive equipment is so expensive. And people that have been around the community of special needs knows the medical expenses that our families are just completely covered up with. They don't have extra money to get recreational bicycles.
Each trike costs Iron City Trykes $800 to $1,700, but all they ask of families is $100, mostly so they feel an investment in the trike and will use it. The rest is raised through grants, corporate sponsorships, and individual contributions.
Now, we do have families that are so grateful and they're blessed, and so they will pay for the entire bike, which simply blesses not just their family, but other families.
These blessings come in the form of freedom and independence, according to Sandy Lovell, whose daughter, Allie, has Down syndrome, as well as Kayla Phillips, whose son, Elias, has an even rarer genetic condition called Apert syndrome.
It's just so great that she's able to ride her bike and we can actually sit here and just watch her. In the past, we couldn't do that because she was always, I had to be right there with her, and we tried typical tricycles and stuff like that, and they just didn't work. The balance bikes, while she wanted to do it, certainly not independent. No. So now she can be independent, and she can ride, and her friends come over, which is huge because the friends wouldn't come over to ride bikes before because she would be on a tricycle or something. Yeah. You know, we had all the gadgets, all the toys. None of them worked. So now she can ride and have fun and get some exercise too.
You know, Elias is 3, so kids his age are typically riding tricycles and stuff and being able to join their siblings on bike rides. And we have a couple close friends, and I get to see their families doing those things, and it's fun. And also, like, part of me, like, grieved that we didn't have something like that. So, I've tried a couple tricycles, but he just doesn't have the coordination, and it becomes like a fall risk. So to find out that something like that is available was a game changer for us. It made something like a bike ride accessible versus normally he's in a stroller. So,
you know, now that she can go out there and ride with her friends, I think she feels like she has a lot more freedom. But once we get her strapped in, get the helmet on, get the bike ready,
gone.
He's gone. So now she has the independence and the freedom to just play like everybody else.
When given a tool like this bike, it gives him the freedom to be able to join his brothers and sisters. Before, one of the tricycles we have, he would get frustrated. I think he saw them doing it and he maybe understands the concept, but didn't have access. So this bike definitely gave him the freedom to be able to move around and safely, but also give him the support he needs, like the buckles and the feet and the way it guides his feet and helps with the muscle memory. He didn't have that freedom with any other tricycle I've tried.
Allie has some height issues and some challenges with her body measurements, and so typical bikes didn't work. And so when we found out about Iron City Trykes, we really honestly didn't think they'd still be able to fit her. Right. Like, her legs are not going to fit, but they were able to fit her, and we were just so surprised and so thankful that this would be an opportunity.
Get her outside doing something other than just sitting in the house.
I love how eager he is to get on, and I wish y'all could have been here the first time we did it. I felt like Elias was so proud of himself and so full of joy. Just getting to do that, because he had been on a stroller ride down that way plenty of times, but now once we get down to the cul-de-sac, he knows that I'll let him go, and he gets a little bit bold and a little bit quick. I have to chase after him sometimes.
I will admit we were a little concerned that we would be wasting somebody's time because of her size and her challenges, and she has no depth perception, so she's very scared to get on anything that's off the ground. Yes. And we talked about it for quite a while of, what if we do this and she doesn't ride it? She immediately started riding. Right. So huge appreciation that these volunteers and these companies do this for kids that really need it, because without this she doesn't get the exercise she needs, she doesn't get the socialization, she doesn't have the freedom, the independence, all of it. It's all a big package deal.
Growing up as someone able-bodied who's never had to question going to a playground and playing on playground equipment or riding a bike with my family, it's something I never wondered myself. And then having a child like Elias who's globally delayed and needs extra support, it kind of opened my eyes to how not set up the world is for disabilities. Just as something as simple as a bike ride can be inaccessible, and while there are devices where I can push him, or a stroller, or a wagon, it's kind of like saying you're missing out in a way. And even though Elias might not necessarily care, for me it means a lot to me that he has the ability to go on a bike ride with his siblings. It's just one of those things, like it's a childhood joy, and for him to be able to experience it's something I don't take for granted. So, yeah.
Since 2007, Iron City Trykes has given out more than 1,500 trikes valued at nearly $900,000. 108 bikes in 2024 alone, and they're well on their way to breaking the record in 2025. But for Greg Eccles, the statistics come through stories.
Had a nurse that had the baby, was in the hospital 2.5 years. The parents left him. Said he would never walk, never talk, and the nurse adopted the son. And he walked in here, could probably say about 20 or 30 words, and we get him a bike. So we got one of our favorite videos we have, a family talking about that they used to go to the park, and one parent would sit in a wheelchair with the kid and watch the other parent and the brothers and sisters ride their bikes. So now all of a sudden they all go ride bikes together. We had a little girl, it's funny, we had on a video, she hollers, "I'm normal," because she's doing something that her brothers and sisters do. We have these two girls at the same time getting their bikes, and one of them was nonverbal, and she was just kind of quiet. And so one of the girls had already finished the fitting, and she's riding her bike around the room, and all of a sudden the other girl finished, and she started riding, and she started racing the other girl. And her dad looked at her, and it was like her dad saw a girl he had never seen, had no idea that she had a competitive bone in her body. And the dad was just beside himself, because you see a piece of your child you haven't seen. And I hate to say it, there's parents that come in and really don't appreciate what's inside that child. So this is a humbling and a joyous place.
And then, of course, there's Miracle. On July 13th, 2022, 6-year-old Miracle Hope Jemison was in a serious car accident that left her paralyzed from the neck down and hospitalized for 117 days. But rather than be defeated by her tragedy, the Tuscaloosa girl now has a TikTok channel with more than 56,000 followers on which she offers a daily prayer.
I want to pray that everybody has a great rest of their day, and I want to pray that I have a great day at school tomorrow. Bow our heads and close our eyes. Thank you, Lord, for waking us up this morning. Thank you, Lord, for putting shoes off our feet and clothes on our bodies, Lord. And Lord, I pray that everybody has a great rest of their day.
In May 2025, Miracle was outfitted with her very own trike.
Guys, it's me, Miracle. And right now, I am on my side. My mom, she got me a bike. I was so happy. It was really cool. And I was doing exercises on my legs. And it's just before the accident, that's the only time I remember that I could ride a bike. And I'm so happy to see my legs moving like this. And Lord, I pray that one day I'll be able to ride my bike by myself, and nobody will have to push me. I want to pray that everybody has a fantastic day, and I want to pray that I get stronger, and I want to pray that my strength builds up. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Catherine Coltrane is a board member and retired physical therapist in the Shelby County school system, which years ago incorporated the trikes into physical education classes for special needs children.
Students and families in Shelby County schools are likely to have seen someone on a bike or know about the bike. So these kids have have a way to move, have a way to exercise, have a way to be with their peers. Now, we want to keep that going, of course, but I think Iron City Trykes is really trying to reach other communities and other school systems in Birmingham and surrounding areas, and even other places in Alabama, because we've seen what these trikes can do with these kids, and for their lives. And so we want to spread that, and so that we can get lots of kids on bikes riding all over Alabama.
To that end, my first day visiting Iron City Trykes took me not to their Birmingham headquarters, but to Children's Rehabilitation Services Summer Jam at the Jasper Civic Center.
I'm Tammy Moore. I'm the parent consultant in our Homewood office for Children's Rehabilitation Service.
Okay.
And I'm a mom.
Yep.
I have a child with special health care needs.
Okay. And so what is happening here today? This is spectacular.
Oh, it is. You can learn so much. As a mom, I need all of this. All the supports and resources that I can get to help my child be the best she can be. It takes a village for real.
Part of Tammy's village has been Iron City Trykes.
One of the big things that you do, one of those rites of passage is riding a bike, right?
Yeah, right.
Kelsey, we didn't think she'd ever dream that she'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
She has older brothers, and then she sees them doing all these things.
And she's wanted to and just couldn't.
Yeah, and then we're at a camp.
Okay.
And for families who have children with special health care needs, and there they are. I'm like, what in the world? And I have no words.
Yeah.
It was just an amazing experience that she was able to really do those things when your child can't do so many things and they're given opportunity to do.
Another exhibitor who knows Iron City Trykes is Brad Poole of Northport. His nonprofit is Kids Outdoors, which helps children with disabilities learn how to hunt and fish, two of his passions that he's never been able to enjoy with his 15-year-old son, who is nonverbal autistic.
When you do something for a kid and you know that they got to do something that they didn't think they could do, I mean, it's kind of like you killing your first deer or catching your first fish. But when you see them do it, it's just a whole different meaning. I had saw videos from my son's school with him on one of the trikes. I mean, I get him home, if he's not on the golf cart riding, he's pedaling on that bicycle. So, I mean, that's, you know, kind of like you said, him not being able to go hunting with me, this is something else we can do together. And I mean, he loves it. He gets on there and rides, and I steer, but we're outside doing something.
She came up there? Yeah.
Oh, she comes home.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her.
Yeah, we can get her measurements.
My name is Viola Kennedy. This is my husband, Calvin Kennedy, and this is our daughter, Florence. Can you say hello? Hello.
Hello.
Florence has intellectual disability and autism, and she really wants to ride a bike like her brothers. And we found that as she's grown, that as children's legs get longer, they get higher off the ground, and it's making her center of balance really high. And because her reaction time is slow, we feel like this would really help her get closer to the ground and be safer. So we met today with the Iron City Trykes, and they were so helpful, and Debbie got her measured, and Florence is so excited about going to the event tomorrow to look at some of the different options available and see what is going to be the best fit for her. Very exciting. What did you think about the bike that you tried out today?
It was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think you can go fast on that bike?
Yes.
Yes? Awesome.
Do you think Mr. Mike can come with us to
Actually,
go see the fire truck?
I think we're going to see him tomorrow. That's
well, Florence,
okay.
it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You ready to go have some fun? Yeah. Okay. Let's go have some fun.
Every month, Iron City Trykes hosts a fitting day when the children they've been working with show up with their physical therapists to customize their trike. They also have a special guest to give the event even more buzz, legendary Alabama weatherman, James Spann.
This is the first time I've experienced this, and what an incredible ministry. I think the best part for me, it's seeing the look on the children's faces. I do children's ministry. I've been doing children's ministry for years and years and years. And I love middle school and high school kids, but I like the younger kids. And I understand with some of the issues that these kids are dealing with, when you can see their face lighting up and smiling. And I've seen so much of that today, which is just outstanding. It's almost like a magic moment. And often parents in a situation like this, they're bewildered. They really don't know what to do. They can't wave a magic wand and fix it, and that's what parents want to do, but yet this is part of a process that will normalize everything and give that child a smile and give them the mobility that they need and that they want. And the parents' faces are pretty good too. They'll light up just like a Christmas tree when they see what's been done down here.
And the funny thing,
How am I doing? Is it okay?
Try out a bike? Yes. Yes? Let's go try it out. See, are you excited? Yes. Right here, you go. You're just the sweetest.
We came today and we were expecting to see a bike, and it was a really big surprise to find out that they had one ready already for her. And we told her all morning there was no way we were going home with a bike today. We were just going to look, just going to look, just going to look. And then we got here and there was her name on it. So it's really special.
The gentleman that's about to come in is the father of one of our therapists who volunteers and helps us out. He's a veteran. We fitted him a couple of weeks ago for one of our recumbent trikes, so he's here today to pick up his trike.
But before the fitting days, the basic trike needs to be assembled. And for this work, Iron City Trykes invites Birmingham companies to send employees for both trike building and team building. To help Iron City Trykes market this team building opportunity to more Birmingham businesses, I reached out to Adelaide Maddie, a social media magician and owner of AMD Creative.
I started my agency 8 years ago, and we primarily focus on branding and content creation, as well as website designs. So all across the board, I love the new brand. I think it looks really, really awesome. And I think it's time to take that new brand and run with it.
One of the things we've done is have corporations come in like Regions to do bike builds for us. And we really want to expand that because we feel like that's a great opportunity for companies to bring their people in, have something fun to do as a team build project, and have a good time doing it. But it can also bring supporters to us, bring more awareness to our brand, Iron City Trykes. So yeah, we just would love to figure out a way to really have that grow.
And through those bike builds, they have the opportunity, and Regions did recently come back to the actual fittings of families. So they got to see not only what they built, they got to see a family receive that bike.
So just being able to capture the Regions event is awesome. So I know that you sent over some videos that you took from that event, which is great. And I was just able to edit that together in a reel. And I can show you that product so that you can see, okay, this is what does well on social media. A lot of the times before people make that decision, they need to just see a video. What am I going to be getting into? And to be able to show that to people and have that video as an asset to send to potential new people to come to a corporate building event, it's going to be huge. Today I'd like to really get hands-on and get you on camera and talk more about the mission, maybe take us through a day in the life of what it's like to come to one of these events. And I'm just excited to be able to offer this to y'all because I think it's such a great cause, and I think like this is going to allow people to see you on a more real level, social media real, and then we can post these over the next couple months. And I think like it's a great time because it's that give back season. People want to really like do good things around the holidays, so I think they'll be excited to book an event with you. And typically this, usually per video, we usually charge like anywhere from like $150 to like $500. And a campaign like this, we would typically do around $2K, but I'm super excited to be able to offer that to y'all today, just to be our give back to a great organization.
So excited.
In Birmingham.
Yeah, we cannot be more happy and excited to have you on board to do this for us. Because being a nonprofit, obviously those type of opportunities don't always present themselves. So the fact that you're coming to us for this is just, we're speechless over it. We're so excited.
And we just don't have it in our budget.
No.
For something like that.
So let's do it.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
I miss you.